The Actuate blockchain and decentralized finance faucet, an innovative learn-to-earn program designed to educate and empower community members about blockchain technology and decentralized finance. Launched on December 2, 2023, this program incentivizes participants with Actuate tokens, or ACT, for their engagement and learning efforts. Our aim is to create a knowledgeable community proficient in blockchain and DeFi concepts, crucial in today's digital economy. Let's explore the key features of our program educational focus. We cover a comprehensive curriculum, including the basics of blockchain, principles of decentralized finance, use of digital wallets, navigating exchanges, and understanding liquidity pool. Recurring learning cycle. Our sessions are structured in a 4-week cycle with virtual learning lessons every Saturday, ensuring consistent learning. Incentivized learning participants earn Actuate tokens for completing lessons and demonstrating their understanding. This model motivates continuous learning and introduces practical use of blockchain tokens. Graduates of our program can transition into teaching roles, reinforcing their learning and educating new participants. Teachers also earn Actuate tokens, creating a self-sustaining educational ecosystem. Community empowerment. Our program empowers members with valuable skills in blockchain and DeFi, enabling them to leverage Actuate tokens for personal and professional growth. Here's how the Actuate blockchain and DeFi faucet works. Structured learning program. Over 4 weeks, participants delve into various aspects of blockchain and DeFi. Week 1, Introduction to Blockchain. Basics of blockchain technology, its history, and fundamental principles. Week 2, Introduction to DeFi. Essentials of decentralized finance, smart contracts, DeFi platforms, and applications. Week 3, Digital wallets and exchanges. Setting up and using digital wallets and trading on cryptocurrency exchanges. Week 4, Advanced DeFi concepts. Exploring liquidity pools, risk management, and security in DeFi. Weekly interactive sessions. Every Saturday we conduct interactive sessions blending lectures, discussions, and hands-on activities. Incentivized learning with Actuate tokens. Participants earn Actuate tokens for their engagement, providing practical experience in managing digital assets. Pathway to teaching. Graduates can become teachers, undergoing a brief training module and earning Actuate tokens for their contributions. The Actuate blockchain and DeFi faucet is more than an educational program. It's a catalyst for disseminating practical knowledge and fostering a community well-versed in digital innovations. Join us in shaping the future of blockchain and decentralized finance within the African context. Welcome to the Actuate blockchain and decentralized finance faucet, an innovative learn-to-earn program designed to educate and empower community members about blockchain technology and decentralized finance. Launched on December 2, 2023, this program incentivizes participants with Actuate tokens, or ACT, for their engagement and learning efforts. Our aim is to create a knowledgeable community proficient in blockchain and DeFi concepts, crucial in today's digital economy. Let's explore the key features of our program educational focus. We cover a comprehensive curriculum, including the basics of blockchain, principles of decentralized finance, use of digital wallets, navigating exchanges, and understanding liquidity pool. Recurring learning cycle. Our sessions are structured in a 4-week cycle with virtual learning lessons every Saturday, ensuring consistent learning. Incentivized learning participants earn Actuate tokens for completing lessons and demonstrating their understanding. This model motivates continuous learning and introduces practical use of blockchain tokens. Graduates of our program can transition into teaching roles, reinforcing their learning and educating new participants. Teachers also earn Actuate tokens, creating a self-sustaining educational ecosystem. Community empowerment. Our program empowers members with valuable skills in blockchain and DeFi, enabling them to leverage Actuate tokens for personal and professional growth. Here's how the Actuate blockchain and DeFi faucet works. Structured learning program. Over 4 weeks, participants delve into various aspects of blockchain and DeFi. Week 1, Introduction to Blockchain. Basics of blockchain technology, its history, and fundamental principles. Week 2, Introduction to DeFi. Essentials of decentralized finance, smart contracts, DeFi platforms, and applications. Week 3, Digital wallets and exchanges. Setting up and using digital wallets and trading on cryptocurrency exchanges. Week 4, Advanced DeFi concepts. exploring liquidity pools, risk management, and security in DeFi. Weekly interactive sessions. Every Saturday, we conduct interactive sessions blending lectures, discussions, and hands-on activities. Incentivized learning with Actuate tokens. Participants earn Actuate tokens for their engagement, providing practical experience in managing digital assets. Pathway to teaching. Graduates can become teachers, undergoing a brief training module and earning Actuate tokens for their contributions. The Actuate blockchain and DeFi faucet is more than an educational program. It's a catalyst for disseminating practical knowledge and fostering a community well-versed in digital innovations. Join us in shaping the future of blockchain and decentralized finance within the African context. Welcome to the Actuate Blockchain and Decentralized Finance Faucet, an innovative learn-to-earn program designed to educate and empower community members about blockchain technology and decentralized finance. Launched on December 2, 2023, this program incentivizes participants with Actuate tokens, or ACT, for their engagement and learning efforts. Our aim is to create a knowledgeable community proficient in blockchain and DeFi concepts, crucial in today's digital economy. Let's explore the key features of our program Educational Focus. We cover a comprehensive curriculum, including the basics of blockchain, principles of decentralized finance, use of digital wallets, navigating exchanges, and understanding liquidity pool. Recurring learning cycle. Our sessions are structured in a 4-week cycle with virtual learning lessons every Saturday, ensuring consistent learning. Incentivized learning participants earn Actuate tokens for completing lessons and demonstrating their understanding. This model motivates continuous learning and introduces practical use of blockchain tokens. Graduates of our program can transition into teaching roles, reinforcing their learning and educating new participants. Teachers also earn Actuate tokens, creating a self-sustaining educational ecosystem. Community empowerment. Our program empowers members with valuable skills in blockchain and DeFi, enabling them to leverage Actuate tokens for personal and professional growth. Here's how the Actuate blockchain and DeFi faucet works. Structured learning program. Over 4 weeks, participants delve into various aspects of blockchain and DeFi. Week 1, Introduction to Blockchain. Basics of blockchain technology, its history, and fundamental principles. Week 2, Introduction to DeFi. Essentials of decentralized finance, smart contracts, DeFi platforms, and applications. Week 3, Digital wallets and exchanges. Setting up and using digital wallets and trading on cryptocurrency exchanges. Week 4, Advanced DeFi concepts. Exploring liquidity pools, risk management, and security in DeFi. Weekly interactive sessions. Every Saturday, we conduct interactive sessions blending lectures, discussions, and hands-on activities. Incentivized learning with Actuate tokens. Participants earn Actuate tokens for their engagement, providing practical experience in managing digital assets. Pathway to teaching. Graduates can become teachers, undergoing a brief training module and earning Actuate tokens for their contributions. The Actuate blockchain and DeFi faucet is more than an educational program. It's a catalyst for disseminating practical knowledge and fostering a community well-versed in digital innovations. Join us in shaping the future of blockchain and decentralized finance within the African context. Welcome to the Actuate Blockchain and Decentralized Finance Faucet, an innovative learn-to-earn program designed to educate and empower community members about blockchain technology and decentralized finance. Launched on December 2, 2023, this program incentivizes participants with Actuate tokens, or ACT, for their engagement and learning efforts. Our aim is to create a knowledgeable community proficient in blockchain and DeFi concepts, crucial in today's digital economy. Let's explore the key features of our program Educational Focus. We cover a
Hello everyone. Welcome to our blockchain and DeFi session today. So thank you very much for joining us. So today we're going to learn about the role of oracles in DeFi in connecting blockchain to the real world. So It's a fascinating topic, and we're going to dive into the intersections of technology and finance. As we explore this topic, we'll uncover how oracles bridge the gap between the secure, decentralized, decentralized world of blockchain and the dynamic, ever-changing world. But why is this important? In decentralized finance, the ability to access and trust the real world data is crucial for enabling smart contracts to function effectively. Whether it's price feeds, weather data, or even scientific research outcomes, oracles empower blockchain systems to make informed, automated decisions that can change industries. At Actuate, we are at the forefront of utilizing blockchain to catalyze the translation and commercialization of scientific knowledge, particularly in biomedicine across Africa. Our ACT token plays a pivotal role in this ecosystem, and today we'll see how oracles enhance its utility by ensuring that the exchange of knowledge and value is transparent. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so we said that our Actuate token plays a pivotal role in this ecosystem, and today we'll see how oracles enhance its utility by ensuring that the exchange of knowledge is transparent, secure, and tied to real-world events. So by the end of this session, you'll have a deeper understanding of how oracles work, why they are essential in decentralized finance, and how they integrate with our Actuate platform to drive innovation and impact across the continent. Yeah, I can see our topic master is already here. So let's dive into the agenda today. So first we'll have the presentation from our topic master, Mr. Wesonga, and then we'll have additional comments from Dr. Masharia, and then we'll have a Q&A session, and then a presentation from our web developer, Grace Njeri. Yes, so without further ado, I'd like to invite Mr. Wesonga. Yeah, you can go ahead and unmute. Hello, Emmanuel. Can you hear me, Emmanuel?
Thank you, Frida. Sorry for the interruption. I'll be taking you through oracles and their roles in can also be said their roles in DeFi. I'll start by a definition on oracles. Oracles is a blockchain service or tools that provide smart contracts on blockchain with external data that they cannot access on their own. Since blockchains are associated from external systems, oracles act as a bridge between the blockchain and the outside world. This data can include information like real-world events, market prices, or weather condition. By supplying this data, oracles enable smart contracts or execute transactions or triggers action based on real-world events, making them more versatile or functional. I'll narrow down to types of oracles and how they function. For oracles, they function by retrieving and delivering data from outside the blockchain, which is essential for the contract execution. Here are the main types of oracles. The first one is centralized oracles. The second one is decentralized oracles. The third one is inbound oracles. The fourth one is outbound oracles. The fifth one will be consensus-based oracles, and the sixth will be the hardware oracles. I will begin with the centralized oracles. Centralized oracles operate by single entity or organization. They provide data based on the entity reliability. While they are simply to implement, they introduce a single point of failure or potential bias. The second one is decentralized oracles. These are utilized multiple sources or nodes to aggregate and verify data before delivering it to the smart contracts. This reduces the risk of manipulation and provides more reliable data feed. The third is in inbound oracles, which provides data from external sources into blockchains. Example includes the weather data, financial market data, or news headlines. The other type is the outbound oracles. This one allows smart contracts to send information to external system or trigger action inside the blockchain. For instance, they will interact with payment system or an external API. The other one is conscious-based oracles, which rely on multiple data sources or oracles that must agree on data to ensure accuracy. They often use a conscious mechanism to validate the data before it is delivered. The last one is hardware oracles, with which it uses physical devices to provide data to smart contracts. For example, the lot sensor that provides real-time data from the physical world. Then there is something to note on oracles. Each type of oracle has its use cases, strength, and weakness, and the choice depends on the specific requirements of the smart contract or blockchain application. We will narrow down to why oracles are important on DeFi. In full, it is decentralized finance. Oracles play a crucial role on decentralized finance by providing external data to blockchain smart contracts. Here is why they are important. Importance number one, they access the external data. Oracles supply smart contracts with data from outside the blockchain, such as price feeds, interest rates, or weather conditions, which is essential for decentralized finance applications that depend on real-world information. The second one is it enables complex finance products. Many decentralized finance products, like lending platforms or decentralized exchanges, rely on accurate, real-time data to function properly. Oracles provide this data, making complex financial operations possible. The other one is ensures accuracy and security. The oracles are reliable and designed to deliver accurate and tamper-proof data. This is crucial for maintaining trust in decentralized finance platform, as inaccurate data could lead to significant financial losses. The other importance is it facilitates interoperability. Oracles can bridge between blockchain networks by providing data from one network to another, enhancing the interoperability of decentralized finance protocols. There is something to note on why oracles are important on decentralized finance, which is oracles are fundamental to the functionality and trustworthiness of DeFi ecosystem, enabling a wide range of applications that require external data. I'll go into the uses of oracles on decentralized finance. Oracles have several use cases in decentralized finance, including the price feeds, collateral management, stable coins, insurance, prediction markets. So I will comment on price feeds. Under use cases of oracles on decentralized finance, there is price feeds. Oracles provide real-time price information for assets, which is essential for decentralized exchange, lending platforms, and derivatives. Another case of oracles and on DeFi is the collateral management, whereby in lending and borrowing of platforms like Compound or oracles deliver price data to assess the value of collateral. This helps in determining loan to value ratio and triggering liquidation process where collateral value drop below a certain threshold. The other use cases on oracles on DeFi is stable coins, where stable coins like DAI uses oracles to maintain their peg to fiat currency. Oracles provide data in fiat currency exchange rates, ensuring that the stablecoin remains stable and can be redeemed at the correct value. The other one is insurance, where in DeFi insurance platform, oracles provide data for triggering payouts. For example, weather-related insurance might use oracles to verify weather conditions and process claims accordingly. The other one is prediction markets. Here, platforms like Aga or Polymarkets uses oracles to feed in real-world outcomes for betting and prediction markets. This ensures that the outcomes of the events are verified and can be settled correctly. And other use cases include the following: yield farming and synthetic assets. An overall overview on Oracle use cases on oracles on DeFi is oracles bridge the gap between blockchain system and real-world data, enabling a wide range of DeFi applications and operate efficiently and securely. I'll go to the challenges and risks. Here, I will discuss the potential vulnerabilities of Oracle, such as the Oracle problems, where the reliability of the data source can be point of failure, and how DeFi project mitigate these risks. For the challenges and risks, oracles play a crucial role in decentralized finance by providing smart contracts with external data, such as asset prices or weather conditions. However, they also introduce vulnerabilities primarily due to the Oracle problem, which revolves around the reliability and trustworthiness of the data sources. The first challenge and risk will be on vulnerabilities of oracles. Here, data integrity and accuracy. Oracles fetch data from external sources, which can be prone to inaccuracy or manipulation. If the data source is compromised or provides incorrect information, it can lead to erroneous smart contract execution. The second challenge will be on centralization risk. Here, some oracles rely on a single source or small number of sources of data, creating a central point of failure. It is source in compromised or fails. It can affect the entire system. The third challenge or risk is on Sybil attacks. On Sybil attacks, malicious attackers can create multiple fake nodes to manipulate the data feed. If an Oracle network does not have mechanisms, if an Oracle network does not have mechanisms to prevent this, it can lead to unreliable data being fed into smart contracts. The other risk is on network passioning. If an Oracle network is passionated or experience network issues, it might not be able to provide timely data. This can distribute the functioning of smart contracts that depends on up-to-date information. On mitigations and strategies on DeFi, there are around 5, which are decentralized oracles, data aggregation and multiple sources, incentive mechanism, reputation system, fallback mechanism, and regular audits and updates. I will explain each, beginning with the last one that I've mentioned, which is on regular audits and updates. Here, continuous editing of Oracle system and regular updates to protocols help in identity and addressing potential vulnerabilities. The second one is on mitigation on DeFi, is the fallback mechanism. To handle cases where the primary oracle falls and is unreliable, some systems implement fallback mechanisms that switch to the alternative data sources or predefined default values. The third one is reputation system. Here, some oracles network implement reputation system to assess the rank data providers based on their historical performance. This helps in selecting reliable sources and maintaining the quality of data. The fourth one is in encryptive mechanism. DeFi projects often use encryptive structures to ensure that data providers act honestly. For instance, there is the Chainlink, which uses a stocking mechanism where nodes are financially encryptized to provide accurate data and can be penalized for malicious behavior. The fifth one is data aggregation and multiple sources. To minimize the reliance on any single source, oracles often aggregate data from multiple sources. This approach helps mitigate and impact on any one source being incorrect or compromised. Then the last one is the sixth one is the decentralized oracles. Under the mitigation strategies is the decentralized oracles. Here, many decentralized finance projects use decentralized oracles network where data is aggregated from multiple sources. This reduces the risk of single point of failure and enhances band protocols, which aggregate data from various independent sources to provide a conscious-based result. Something to note on the risks and challenges is by employing these strategies, decentralized finance projects aim to mitigate the risk associated with oracles and enhance the overall reliability and trustworthiness of their smart contracts execution. I'll narrow down to the features, trends, and innovations. Here, oracles play a crucial role in decentralized finance, which is DeFi, by providing smart contracts with external data such as assets, prices, or weather conditions. However, they also introduce vulnerabilities primarily due to the oracle problem, which involves around the reliability and trustworthiness of the data source. The first future trend and innovation is on vulnerabilities of oracles. Here, data integrity and accuracy is what we are going to base on, whereby oracles fetch data from external sources which can be prone to inaccuracy or manipulation. If the data source is compromised or provides incorrect information, it can lead to erroneous smart contract execution. The second future trend and innovation is on centralized risk. Some oracles rely on a single source or small number of source of data, creating a central point of failure. If this source is compromised or fails, it can affect the entire system. The third one is on civil attacks, whereby malicious actors can create multiple fake nodes to manipulate the data feed. If an oracle network does not have mechanisms to prevent this, it can lead to unvariable data being fed into smart contracts. The last future trend and innovation is on network partitioning. If an oracle network is partitioned into or experience network issues, it might not be able to provide timely data. This can distribute to functioning of smart contracts that depends on up-to-the-date information. That is the end of my presentation. Thanks for listening. Back to you, Frida.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Wesonga, for that presentation. We've all heard about oracles and how they tie the real world to the blockchain. But the question that you might be asking is, how is it relevant to Actuate? Yeah, to Actuate. So number one, you can say that it will facilitate transactions. So the Actuate token is used as a medium of exchange within the Actuate platform, enabling local individuals, universities, and research organizations to tokenize their scientific discoveries and innovation. Actuate tokens can be used to buy, sell, or license intellectual property and scientific knowledge, creating a decentralized marketplace for biomedicine in Africa. Next, we'll say that they will help in integrating real-world data in knowledge commercialization through Oracle-powered smart contracts. Let's begin by defining or reminding ourselves what smart contracts are. We say that smart contracts are digital contracts stored on a blockchain that are automatically executed when predetermined terms and conditions are met. Yeah, so to ensure that transactions and agreements made using Actuate tokens are based on real-world data, Actuate will integrate oracles into its smart contracts. For example, oracles will provide verified data on patient filings, clinical trial outcomes, or even the market demand for specific biomedical innovations. So this will ensure that payments and royalties in Actuate tokens are triggered automatically based on real-world milestones and will make the process transparent and efficient. So next, we'll check Actuate as a staking mechanism for quality assurance. by incentivizing and securing contributions. So you will be able to use Actuate platform, and you can stake the Actuate tokens to participate in governance decisions, such as approving or validating the quality of research before it is commercialized. This staking mechanism, combined with the Oracle data, ensures that only high quality or peer-reviewed knowledge is tokenized and brought to the market, enhancing the credibility and value of the Actuate ecosystem. And next is using Actuate token to reward contributions and data providers. Oracles play a crucial role in bringing accurate and reliable data to smart contracts. Within the Actuate platform, data providers who supply critical information, for example, market data or scientific validation, can be rewarded with Actuate tokens. So this incentivizes a robust network of data providers, ensuring the integrity and success of knowledge commercialization efforts. And then it will create a DeFi ecosystem for biomedical innovation through funding and collaboration. Actual tokens will be used to fund research projects through decentralized crowdfunding or grant programs, or as we have been discussing, quadratic funding. And oracles can monitor the progress of these projects, releasing funds in Actuate tokens based on predefined milestones such as successful clinical trials or regulatory approvals. This DeFi model empowers researchers and innovators to access funding without traditional barriers, thus accelerating the pace of biomedical advancements across Africa. And then lastly, enhancing the transparency and trust with Actuate tokens and oracles through building trust through transparency. By using oracles to connect blockchain-based transactions with real-world data, Actuate will ensure that all activities related to the commercialization and scientific knowledge are transparent and trustworthy. Actuate tokens are a symbol of trust within the ecosystem, as their use is governed by transparent, data-driven smart contracts that are informed by reliable oracles. So that's it about the relation between Actuate and oracles. If you have any questions, feel free to type on the chat box, or you can raise your hand and we'll ask you to unmute. So I'd like to invite Dr. Masharia as we wait for questions. Doc, do you have further comments?
Frida, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I think I was muted. All right, wow, very fascinating topic. I think this is something that people really never talk about, Oracle. In the very old systems, oracles were gods. You know, if you read the Greek mythology, those Greek gods were called oracles. Why did people think that oracles are gods? And then oracles were also depicted as a source of wisdom. Remember in the movie The Matrix, Neo himself, Neo and Morpheus, they had to go and consult an oracle. They consult an oracle. Why do they consult an oracle? Oracle is someone you consult to gain insight into what to do, what's going on, the future. Basically, that is, I think, a technical term. You can call it a socio-technical term for gathering intelligence from the external environment. Oracle gather intelligence for you from the external environment. Why do you need all that intelligence from external environment? So that you can adjust, you can adapt to the external environment. Because in this world of Charles Darwin, it's about survival of the fittest. What does fitness mean? Fittest is being able to fit in the external environment. You see, as we were talking in water today, the water session, we said that you have got two environments, the internal environment, which is called the milieu intérieur, and then you have the external environments, milieu extérieur. So Oracle helps you to gather intelligence from the external environment in service of adjusting or fitting your internal environment, okay? So that you can survive. It's called survival of the fittest. So Oracle is the technology that helps you to survive in any environment. Meaning is about data gathering from outside so you can know how to adjust your life according to that data. And I think oracles, I look at them as the sensory organs. The carnal man, it's the man of the human being has got 5 senses. Even animals have got 5 senses. One is called the sense of eyesight, which helps us to gather data by looking at things, known as observation. Then we have the sense of hearing, which helps us to gather data by the sense of hearing. Then you have the sense of smell that helps you to gather data from the external environment about the smells. You can know you are passing a restaurant by just the sense of smell. You can know that you are passing near, Kamaki's nyama choma joint just because of the way it smells. And then you can say that is Kamaki's. Yeah, those guys are having nyama choma. So, or you can know that you're passing near a sewage just the way it smells. And you can know the type of food. You can know whether you're eating pizza or you're eating lemons by your sense of taste. And you can know things like whether something is rough or sharp by your sense of touch, or whether something is smooth. These are oracles, by the way. These are oracles, but these are oracles called sensory oracles. But then it goes beyond things you can know in your immediate environment, which you require some technology to gather data for you. So to know things that you cannot know, that you cannot see, you cannot feel, you require an oracle called faith. Faith is a substance of being hopeful. That is a social technology for listening to the spiritual events. The oracle for spiritual event is called faith. Faith is like the ears that help you to hear the voice of God. Okay, so oracles are not there to help you hear the voice of God, but they're there to help you. I mean, let's talk about technical oracles in computer science system. Technical oracles are there to help you hear the voice of the market or the external environment, like what is going on. And that includes not just the market where people are selling and buying things. It includes the weather, the climate change, because if the weather is changing, you're going to have a tsunami. You need to have an oracle that can tell you when the tsunami is likely to come, so you can actually predict when to plant. You can see like people who give us the weather reports. The weather reports in the news, they say that today is going to be a cloudy day and there'll be intermittent sunshine, this kind of thing, and maybe get some rainfall, stuff like. How do they know? They rely on oracles to gather data from the atmosphere. So they do atmospheric analysis, and then that atmospheric analysis is fed to the pattern, recognition for what is going on, the air pressure, the wind, and all that stuff. And then they can tell you that it's likely to rain. Well, they don't know, they're not 100% sure, but you could say they have certain level of accuracy prediction, maybe about 60 to 70%. So sometimes they predict the rain and then no rain comes. Well, that's not their fault. It's because the rain changes its mind and misleads the oracle. And then there are oracles that kind of thing is important, because if you plant crops and you're expecting rain to come and then rain does not come, how do you recover your money? Now, in the United States, such as developing countries, they have these weather patterns. They're monitoring weather to advise farmers when to plant and where to plant and how to plant in what locations. So all that is data that's coming from oracles. And then farmers are very, very keen looking at what is going on in that weather. And then people who are even cleverer, they create insurance programs. They say that if you buy insurance from us, if it doesn't rain, we shall reimburse you all the money. Okay? So how do they know who to reimburse the money? Unless there's data from the atmosphere, from the weather patterns, and the data from the farmers themselves. So combining the two, then if you had planted and the rain did not come, or you had a weather problem, then the insurance company can pay you. Because of what? Because there is data that is proving that what the weather predicted did not happen. And so you can buy insurance. So crop insurance depends on oracles. See, the weather oracles themselves. You see, that's a centralized system. Now, the other oracles that Mr. Wesonga Emmanuel has told us about, the lending markets, because if you are going to lend money to somebody, you want to find out whether he can pay, and then calculating the interests and all that. So you need oracles to find out the risk that those people are not going to pay, such that if they don't pay, how much money are you going to charge them? And then, so it's just like a sensory system that's supposed to be sensing the external environment, gathering data about what people are doing, and then saying that if they don't do those things, you will get paid. Okay, that you can actually manage to create insurance programs around that. Besides crop insurance, market, understanding the market, like now, basic oracles that you can understand things that aggregate the prices, like for when the actual token is trading in decentralized exchange. How does CoinGecko know the price of the actual token? So it means that it has a way to sense the price changes. That sensory mechanism. Now it's not relying on its eyesight or not relying on its hearing, but relies on an oracle to go and gather data from different marketplaces. Now, if you have a coin that is listed in like 20 different exchanges, now the oracle is going to gather all those price points and then calculate them and then display them on CMC, the coin market cap, or CoinGecko, or someplace like that. So these are oracles that helps you to see the price, even the price movement. See, so this is why oracle science is very important. But where oracles are missing, totally, absolutely missing, and why we're here today, is oracles to help us in biomedicine, in healthcare, and in translation science, knowledge translation. So what Frida has said, how can we use oracles to help us in translation science? That means to gather data, and then so that data can be useful. And remember, the data is as good as where it comes from. So the data output is as good as the input. So we say garbage in, garbage out. So I hear some people say that data never lies. Yeah, data does not lie, because if you put inaccurate data, which is unreliable and dependable, then you're going to get inaccurate output that is unreliable and dependable. So garbage in, garbage out. So if you put high quality data, highly accurate, reliable, dependable, then you're going to get high quality, accurate, dependable output. So excellence in, excellence out. And there's nowhere that excellence is needed much more than in healthcare, taking care of a human being. You need excellent data. So we have had the challenges that you find with data with oracles are the validity of the data. For those who have done research, we have two types of validity, validities of two categories. There is the internal validity, and then there's external validity. Internal validity is about the accuracy of the data itself. Can you say, if say I'm talking about somebody doing something, as Frida saying translation science, we want to talk about people publishing decent work, accurate work. How do you know that work is accurate? So we have peer reviewed. And if you're using Actuate token to incentivize the peer review system, for example, right now we are working on the public knowledge project to create an open journal. We're going a series of journals for publication, such that people who are authors who are doing research can publish their articles to that journal. Let's say we publish their research findings. Now, in order for you to, when you publish the research findings, it needs to be peer reviewed, meaning reviewed by your peers, so that your peers can say that your research is good, it's publishable, and it is meeting all the criteria. That means they have to be looking for accuracy of your work. So say, supposing you're a student in medicine, or student in science, a student in social sciences, whatever student, then you publish your work. It needs to be validated. Validated by your peers, not just your professors, even other people in your community. It becomes very, very hard to gather a group of people to become peer reviewers, because peer reviewers are usually not paid. But now, using Actuate token, you can reward them for participating in the review process. That for every publication they review, somebody reviews, he receives a whole bunch of Actuate tokens. That's one level of reviewing. Then the second level is that when people in the community, you could say some professionals, a professional community reads your work, and then they like the work, they can actually rate the goodness of your work. That can give you a rating from maybe 0 to 5, where 0 means that that work is no good at all. 5 means that work is excellent. So instead of having just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those ones correlate to a number of tokens. So if you say the work receives 5 points, that means that work is excellent. That person could receive a whole bunch of tokens for that work. And you can have, and then what you're going to do, because you're implementing this, that's such that by December, we shall have that journal system out, which is going to help people to actually get paid by the community with Actuate tokens for what? For just publishing their work. And see, that is what we are talking about using Oracle in translation science, beginning with publication of peer-reviewed work. Such that if you're writing a master's thesis, or if you are writing an undergraduate term paper, or if you're writing a doctoral dissertation, don't keep that dissertation with yourself. You publish it through our open journal system, and then you receive Actuate token from the community. Now, if you have decentralized review, you'll be having hundreds of people giving you ratings, that people who are reading your work can actually pay you for reading your work. Yes, how do they pay you for reading your work? By rating your work positive. Right now in Web 2 technology, in Facebook or place like that, even I think in LinkedIn, you can rate, by either liking or reacting. In some places like Amazon.com, you provide the ratings of the product you're buying at Amazon.com, rating from something from 0 to 5. Yes, and those rates, and I think something like TripAdvisor. So Airbnb. So you have seen all that rating in Web 2. Now in Web 3 decentralized finance, now you're going to be able to do what? To reward people with tokens. That those ratings, instead of this just becoming a rating of 5, ratings of 5, it becomes 5 times so many tokens. See? So 5 times 10 tokens get received 50 tokens for getting a rating for 5, but by one person. Then that person can receive 50 tokens multiplied by the number of reviews. If the person has got 100 reviews, then that person is like, and get 50 tokens for each review. That person is like, get very rich. And see, this is how now this kind of thing can only happen because of effective oracles. And it is in the decentralized system, as you have heard, there are about 5 types of oracles. Some of them are centralized, like the weather report is centralized. To now decentralized system, like what I've just described now, that you can find increased level of accuracy. So accuracy increases by the increased degree of decentralization. And that's why Sergey Nazarov of Chainlink is doing a lot of work to develop Oracle mechanisms. By the way, Sergey Nazarov, Chainlink is the one that's providing all this Oracle data. We don't hear about that because operating behind the scene. Chainlink on the blockchain is the one that is linking our chains to the external environment. Okay, so we talked about internal validation. Internal validity of your data is about accuracy, and then the accuracy depends on what you do. And then there is external validity, which means that the data cannot be generalizable. External validity is that data is not valid if you cannot apply it to other situations. If it's applied only for yourself, it has no external validity. So external validity is a function of the sample size, like how many people are involved. And that's how many people are involved in providing the validation. For example, if you publish an article and only two people participate in giving five points, rating it 5 out of 5, only 2 people. You see, that really is a tiny sample size of 2. It's not representative. So you could say that data has no external validity. So for data to be externally valid, you want to have as many people agreeing on a rating, as many people as possible. At least 100 people are participating in the validation. So, and that's why now blockchain makes it possible for having consensus oracle, where consensus means that you can bring hundreds upon hundreds of people, or thousands, even thousands of people working together to provide consensus. And this, because all of them agree, that is valid, and that has huge external validity. And in the traditional centralized system, they come with a lot of problems with validity of data, particularly because they have one single source of failure, single point of failure. That means they don't have internal validity. No, they don't have external validity. A single point of failure. Single point of failure is a threat to external validity of the data. Okay, so that's about those challenges that the blockchain itself is now able to overcome, both internal validity and external validity. And so what else we're going to use the oracles for, which are so important in healthcare, is, as Frida said, in healthcare payments, so like health insurance reimbursements. So reimburse patients today to get your doctor paid by the insurance company. It's just like what? It's like pulling teeth. It's very hard work. Yeah, because doctors will do what the doctors are going to do, ask for tests, and then the insurance company will refuse to pay because of what? They say that we don't know whether the patient actually needed those tests. Yeah, it becomes a very huge problem between the doctors working and the insurance companies refusing to pay. And these insurance companies are not even covering everybody. It's only a very small fraction of the population. So why does that happen? It's because there are no oracles. Right now, the health system has no oracle, like automated oracles. And I think the oracle that we rely upon is people called human beings. And human beings come with all the limitations that you can think of. Human beings have got limited capacity. So if an insurance payment has to be validated by a human being, you can be sure that that insurance is not going to get paid, because human beings are just humans. I think we are told that they fell. They fell from grace when they ate that fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil in Genesis 2. It's a disaster. So the healthcare system, the healthcare insurance is now susceptible to that disaster that is called the human condition. Okay, because we don't have oracles for that. And this is why I'm very excited that now we are now going to be able to build oracles that now can execute insurance reimbursements, healthcare insurance reimbursements for patients. That when you see your doctor and then the doctor enters the kind of information that is relevant, the oracle is just going to execute the payments without the insurance company. Yay. You can see the work ahead. Very, very exciting. So exciting, it's unbelievable. The other thing about health and what makes it very, very difficult is that healthcare, like health of a human being, it is just so much, too much data. It's so much data. There is not a single thing that you're going to do that does not involve data collection. Who collects that data? Now, when you go to see your doctor, first of all, he sits you down and asks you so many questions, and he's writing on his notes. Those notes are data collection. These are data points. And these data points today, in a lot of places in developing countries like Kenya and other African countries, that data is collected on paper. Yeah. So how does that data? Remember, we said it's about collecting the external data from the external environment and putting it in the system. Now, the system that we are relying upon for collecting our data is paper. Who uses paper anymore except people in healthcare? Yeah, sad. When, digital data has been with us for more than a quarter of a century, almost 30 years, but we have refused to adopt the electronic health record. Now, for us to benefit from these oracles, like what Sergeant Nazarov has done, even for health insurance payments, every clinical provider must enter the data on a health information system, a medical record, electronic health record, or health record of the patient. Because all those becomes data points. There is now oracles will aggregate and create, through the smart contract can now decide the payment mechanism. So it now can issue payment to the providers without data being digitized or digitalized. Without being in digital format, it's going to be very, very difficult to execute, payments or reimbursements for healthcare services, even by the smart contract, because smart contract is all digital. So, but there's a very, very huge field ahead. It means that the market for that is in the billions. When I say billions, I'm talking about billions of dollars. And this is where now, with a smart contract, health insurance risk pool or health risk pool for insurance payments, then that thing to work, we shall need electronic data provided by the providers from patients' encounters. Patient encounter data. And that is taken by the oracle and fed through the smart contract so that the smart contract can go to the health risk pool and the provider is reimbursed. Okay, so it's going to be a very, very big event, which is going to be happening as we continue working on this and digging deeper and deeper. But these tools are already there. We don't have to build anything new. It's already built. It's just to use them. Now, are we so unreasonable that we don't want to use them? No, we are not unreasonable people. We are people of reason. So we use the oracles and we educate our people, healthcare providers, to use the electronic health system so that that data becomes available for to be aggregated. It becomes available to the oracles so that the oracles now can execute the reimbursement. And of course, that reimbursement system is, and with getting the doctors to use electronic health records has also will benefit a lot from the incentive mechanism that for every doctor who, or every provider, not just a doctor, even nurses and other people, clinical officers who use the electronic health system receive Actuate tokens also as rewards for using the system. So when they receive those Actuate, so it incentivizes them to participate in providing data to the Oracle so that the Oracle now can execute the reimbursement. So they get paid for getting paid. Can you believe that? First of all, they get paid as a reward for doing the right thing so they can actually eventually get paid. And that will help us to streamline the health reimbursement system where patients can receive the care they need and the doctors and the providers get paid for providing the care that the patient need. See that? That is going to be happening because of the Oracle. But those oracles are there already. We are not going to be inventing something new because Sergey Nazarov and his team have been working, they have been burning the midnight oil for this thing to happen. You see? And that's just in the healthcare only. And there's a lot of things that we're going to be unpacking on how we use these oracles in the health system. But I'd say in Actuate itself, because there's much more besides the health providers, so the health payers, but also the laboratory data, people who are having labs, but also research, people who are doing research and they don't get paid for that research. Now oracles are going to help them get, because they provide the data for research. So long as they can show to their peers that their research is of great value. And how do they show that? Because it's going to be on the blockchain. Then they get rewarded with tokens, actually tokens, for participating in great ideas and providing great research work. And then as we have been talking in the past few weeks, it's about after you have done all your research, you have taken them through ideas, you've been prototyping. We talk about now quadratic funding in retroactive public good funding. So that will only become possible because of the oracles. But because the oracles are already here, it's not something we are talking about in that we will be building. It's something that's already present. All we have to do is learn how to use it. So I think today we have everything we need to succeed, except we also have a lot of doubts which will prevent us from succeeding. So the choice is ours. Do we want to succeed or do we want to enjoy doubts and fail? I say, for me, I say we are not of them that draw back to perdition. Okay? We are not of them that draw back to perdition. Drawing back to perdition is refusing to accept what is already present. Use the oracles judiciously, because the oracles are mechanisms for helping us sense our external environment and then use that to get paid in two ways, pay twice as much. First of all, get paid first for participating and then getting paid for our own professional work that we do. All right, thank you so much, Rita. So I think we're going to, this article about oracles is very powerful, and I think we want to put it in Wayari so that so what I'm requesting, Frida, is between what you have said and what Emmanuel has taught to us, combine all those two and we publish it in one single article, because it's highly illuminating, sheds a lot of light. And of course, we give credit to Sergey Nazarov of Chainlink for doing all this work, making things like coin market cap work, even crop insurance. But then where we're heading to is universal health insurance, universal health coverage, because of oracles. Okay. Thank you so much, and back to you, Frida.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Masharia, for those additional comments. So yes, we shall do that, and you can go, everyone can go ahead and check the articles that we publish on LinkedIn. Our newsletter is called Worthy, and I'll be pasting a link on the comment box. You can go and check it out. And this article will also, I will share the article on Worthy and share the link to that article. So just to add a little bit on that, I think the biggest disconnect we have right now is that the knowledge is not leaving our universities. Yeah, in the universities, we are taught a lot of, or even, these tertiary institutions, we're taught a lot of theoretical knowledge, but it doesn't come out of the universities. So I think oracles and gathering data, it will be able to gather data in our communities. I believe every community has its own challenges, and these challenges, we have solutions to them, but it's just that there's no connections between the university and the community. So by gathering data, we'll be able to, for example, let's say I saw this documentary about a certain fly that in Gilgil, it lands on your face or any body part, and it makes it you look like maybe you've been burnt, or it causes it disfigures you for life. So things like this are challenges that we are maybe not even taught in the universities, but you as um, a person, maybe you've gone to learn about, you will be able to gather data about challenges like this and come up with solutions while you're still there. So it's a very powerful topic, and we'll discuss more about that. So I'd like to invite our next speaker, Grace, to give us some web updates. Grace Njeri, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. My name is Grace Njeri, and I'll be giving you some of our website updates. Let me share my screen. Yeah, I hope you can all see my screen. Yeah, so this is our website, Actuate, actuate.bio. If it is your first time or you have never visited our website before, you just go to your browser and type Actuate bio, and this will be the first website that will come up there. So to our first update, we have in this about us page, we have something here. We have a section here that we have all our faucets and explained. Everything about our faucets are explained here. And to this mental health faucet, this mental health on blockchain learn to earn, we have something new, as you can see here. Yeah, you can be able to book a session with a psychologist, and just by clicking this button, you'll be taken to this page where you can see the mental health intake form. Yeah, our mental health program is designed to provide support, resources, and education to individuals seeking to improve their mental health well-being. Yeah, whether you are dealing with stress, anxiety, depression, grief, or simply looking to enhance your overall mental health, our program offers a safe and welcoming environment for everyone. So you can fill up this form. You can fill out your name, contact, email address, and also you can mention if you prefer a male or a female psychologist. And then for payment, you can send Ethereum equivalent to 4,000 Kenya shilling to this particular wallet address. And then after you have sent, you can paste your public address of your wallet here, and then you can submit the form, and we will reach out to you. Yeah. For that purpose. Another thing is about the Nairobi Summit. We have some great news about speakers. Yeah, we are still, the speakers list is getting bigger and bigger, and more people are still coming in, as you can see. Yeah, so we have more speakers that have sent their abstracts this week, and we now we have a total of 97 speakers. Yeah, so, but our focus for this season is about sponsors. So let me speak about sponsors a little bit. Yeah, we have this sponsors page here. If you I know all of us are looking out for sponsors. If you need information about sponsorships, yeah, the categories, they are all here. Yeah, from title sponsors all the way to bronze sponsors. And we also have the sponsors benefits. By just clicking this button here, you'll be able to see all the benefits for the sponsors. Yeah, and also you're also going to benefit by getting us a sponsor. You get a 5% of the sponsorship that person will bring in, and you'll be able to come to our summit, the Actuate Pre-Boston Nairobi Summit. You'll be able to attend it for free. So it is my encouragement to all of us to keep looking for sponsors, and it is possible. Yeah, another thing I would like to remind us is about our videos. Yeah, we have our YouTube channel, called Actuate. You can visit there and look at all our videos to understand more about what is happening in Actuate now, and even to get more insights on how to get sponsors, and yeah, all that about the summit. Yeah, so that is it from me. Back to you, Frida. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Grace, for that
May I
presentation.
add something?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, two things. Thank you. First of all, Frida, is about something that that Grace has showed us that also has reminded me. You know, Sujit, thank you. If Sujit is here, he said that we should create a school of entrepreneurship. Thank you for bringing that up, Sujit. We have that in mind, and when you were starting this Learn to Earn program, of course, learning is a school, but we have not formatted it as a formal school, because I've been learn one, do one, teach one. But eventually, and of course, we have spent all these months, let's say about 7 months or so, doing the groundwork for that academy. So it's the Actuate Academy itself. And we plan to start that Actuate Academy, and people will be receiving certificates. Like when you attend these classes like today, and say you attend a full, like we call it a semester, just those 8 weeks sessions, you'll be getting certified. And so Actuate is going to be issuing certificates of participation in the School of Entrepreneurship. So people who have completed these sessions will be getting this beginning in September, which is just next month. Yeah. So that you can receive a certificate that now you can show to the people out in the world. But those people will receive certificates. I mean, the academy itself is going to be on fee basis. So they're going to be tuition fee. Not very expensive, but it's important that, you know, people pay for those, particularly if they want to get certificates. So we can dive deep into with each person, so that become a certified person. You get a certificate of completion with Actuate Nation. Right now, that will not prevent you from receiving, it will not forestall you from receiving the Actuate token in the Learn to Earn program. But then on top of that, you get certificate of participation, certificate of learning, that now you can use it in your career. And so if people get certificates for participating in environmental health, we do on Monday, the biomedical research health, the women in decentralized finance, mental health, and also in health access. So, and in blockchain, like what you're doing today, and also in STEM translation. So you come out as certified, and it's actually at that time it's for you to choose what certificate you want. Because if you become certified in biomedical research translation, then you can use that certificate to in your career, for in your CV, telling them certified person in biomedical translation. I have learned translation science. Translation science is a science that's a certified science, and it's kind of post-university education. It's not taught in the university, it's taught after you have left the university. So you are very, very ahead of the people who are doing the undergraduate. And these certifications help you to get the knowledge that you learn out in the university, you get it out into the communities. And so when you get a certificate for that, now in an academy, there will be school fees. We haven't decided how much school fees to pay, but for mental health is not an academy, that is for individual consulting. So we'll be publishing, and I think by next week, you will see the fee for participation into for those people who want to earn certificates. It's not going to be prohibitively expensive. Yeah, so that's something I wanted to add. Yeah, this guy, and of course for mental health program, for those people who want to receive one-on-one interventions or counseling, the counselors themselves need to get paid. So also that one is going to require you to pay some money, and it's announced on our website, as Grace has shown us. Okay, so that's what I wanted to add. So we are beginning a new season, which is called the fall semester. Yeah, where some of the Learn to Earn program, the open Learn to Earn program will continue, but it's for those people. If you want to get certified, you will need to pay some school fees, some tuition. Back to you, Frida. How about that, Frida? What do you think about all that?
Yeah, that's very good. I think it's a very good idea, and yeah.
There are some people who don't come here to these classes because they are free. So we want to give them opportunity to come to class and learn because they can pay. You know, what goes on with human beings, if it is free, they don't respect it, they don't think it's valuable. So that's why people buy Mercedes Benz, pay a lot of money, not because it can perform better than a Toyota Corolla, but it's because it's expensive. Now, we are not saying that we charge our fees like we are selling a Mercedes Benz, but you get the idea that people think something is good because it costs money. They think something is not good because it does not cost money. And for those people who think that way, we want them to benefit in this learning and by them paying, because if they don't pay, they are going to be left behind. And our policy is nobody left behind. All right. Okay.
Okay. So as you heard, a lot of good things are coming your way. So you'll be able to even get certificates, as Dr. Masharia has told us. So thank you very much, Doc, for that, and thank you, Grace, for the updates. I can see in the comments, Augustine says that the challenge is not only knowledge not coming out of our learning institutions in Africa, but also knowledge is really outdated. So educational technology is the way to go, which I very much agree, because the knowledge you're taught, it's been there for several years, yet currently we are experiencing new problems. Every day comes with its own challenges, and most of what you're taught looks back in the past and does not even look at the future. We do not want to innovate for the future. We look at the past and we try to innovate according to the past. So that's a challenge, and I think this technology will be very useful. So that's it for today, unless anyone else has a question or a comment. I'm going to paste the form for the learn to earn. Yeah, as I said, this is a learn to earn session, and you get Actuate tokens for participating in this program. So I'm going to paste the form for you to fill, and we can adjourn the meeting. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us and for sticking around. Let's meet again next Saturday at 8 p.m. Yeah, and be on the lookout for updates in the Actuate Nation WhatsApp group. So thank you very much and have a lovely weekend.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Oh, don't know what that was.
Yeah, so I hope you've all filled the form. I'll be closing the meeting now.